After getting kicked out of the room, I wandered around until I found myself at the hotel's cafeteria. My appetite was non-existent. A heavy weight of guilt settled in my stomach, making even the thought of food unappealing. Walked to the food counter, but didn't pick up a tray. Even locked bland, and everything looked bland and unappetizing.
You.
What are you getting today? Turning, I saw Lucky approach with a tray in hand. He looked me up and down, frowning. Are you okay? I nodded, but my attempted reassurance fell flat. Just not hungry, I guess. Dejected and lacking any will or energy to stay in line, I sat down by the usual table. Lucky followed. If Lucky's not visiting, what the fuck is Lucky doing at the hospital? Okay. Their footsteps echoing, other than, I guess, looking for us. Their footsteps echoing softly against the floor, they, settled into the seat in front of me, an empty tray still in their hand. Your advice was not helpful. I couldn't hide my annoyance.
What?
Doing what Lucky suggested was the biggest mistake I could have made. I'll help Summer by doing what I had been doing from the start. Summer was getting better. It's my fault that his health took a turn.
Listen.
You're taking on too much. What are your friends saying about you coming here every single day? I brushed off their concerns with a dismissive wave of my hand. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter? My decisive response triggered a reaction in Lucky. Their eyebrows knitted together. No one else needs to be involved. Summer and I are fine by ourselves. I insisted, my voice hollow as resignation. I'm tired. I haven't slept a wink. Forget it. I didn't want to talk to Lucky.
I'm worried.
You haven't been coming to class, you're not responding to any of your friends' texts, and you refuse to speak to me. Lucky's eyes searched mine for any glimmer of understanding. Don't you see how you're isolating yourself? Please tell me what happened yesterday. I sighed. I'm itching my eye. Hang on. Lucky will not, my glasses, let this go until I tell them everything. That's the kind of person they are. Reluctantly, I relent. Fine. I explained to them what happened yesterday. Lucky listened intently, nodding and humming along as I told them every single thing Summer and I said to each other. It's easy for me to remember exactly how it went last night. I kept reliving the moment over and over again, trying to understand where it was that I went wrong. After I finished, Lucky looked up at me. Without uttering a single word, they shook their head and sighed.
Huh?
Summer was accusing you of trying to break up with him again? I grimaced. First time I tried to do that, I actually went to Lucky for help. They helped me come to a decision. But this time, you never said you wanted to break up. Oh no.
Yeah.
He didn't even let you get a word in, right? That's exactly it. Summer cried so much I was afraid of making it worse. It wouldn't have happened if I kept my mouth shut. If I just left things the way they were, Summer would have started coughing like that again. Everything was fine. Then again, yesterday, I tried to do the same. Everything was great, everything, but because of me, he's sick, again. While watching me mutter to myself, Lucky finally put their tray down. They placed their hand firmly on the table, bringing my attention back to them.
Listen.
Speaking as a third party, it sounds like Summer might have manipulated you back there. Caught off guard, I blinked. Once, then twice. Confusion etched across my features. I stammered. What? Undeterred by my bewilderment, Lucky continued. That's what it sounded like to me. You talked about how nice and supported the orchestra club is, but the moment you brought it up, the subject of breakup, suddenly they're mean. The way he brought up the possibility of dying and implied it would be your fault sounds like guilting you into staying. But most importantly, he accused you of saying things you didn't say. I took a deep breath, biting my lower lip. That's important, Kiki. You know what you did and didn't say. Think about it. Lucky leaned back, their gaze unwavering, awaiting my response. I mean, that is how gaslighting works. Yes, Summer's feelings might have been hurt, because they might have thought I said something, but at the same time, they might have just been fucking with me. Oops. Did it feel like Summer put words in your mouth? Yeah, Lucky moved their hands away from the table, and for a second, I thought they were going to lean in to touch me. They hesitated, instead placing their hand on their lap.
You don't have to carry this burden alone. Friendship means being there for each other, especially in the tough times. You don't have to face this alone. I've got your back.
Hearing such sentimental things, I was wondering if this really was Lucky who was speaking. I remember wanting to be honest about their feelings or speak aloud about our friendship and bonds. It was a touching sentiment, especially coming from them. But there was something bothering me. Lucky wants to share my burdens regarding Summer, but at the same time Yeah, why aren't they seeing Summer? Lucky, can I ask you why you don't want to see Summer? Lucky took a moment to collect their thoughts, their gaze momentarily distant. Seeing Summer like that is bringing back some difficult memories. For me and my father. Lucky had a family member hospitalized before? Well, where is the other parent? You don't want to talk about it? It's tough. That must be it. The reluctance to confront Summer wasn't merely a personal discomfort, but it's rooted in a past pain. Stupid people who make their partners cry should think twice before they speak. Lucky will tell me when they want to, not a second earlier. I have to see Summer. Lucky tilted their head. You have to or you want to? Gritting my teeth, I realized I had no response to that. Gee, you came! I regret naming you Summer. Oh boy. I stood before Summer, my heart heavy with remorse. Hi, Summer, I'm sorry. My words faltered. Guilt gnawed at my insides. I felt terribly guilty. Summer shook his head and reached out to grasp my hands.
No.
No, let's not talk about it. It's better that we don't talk about it yesterday. Nodding in agreement, I struggled to meet Summer's gaze. The weight of my own inadequacy is bearing down on me like a heavy object on my shoulders. Right, you're right. All I do is hurt him. I shouldn't talk at all. I got you, Summer. Please take it. I got you something, Summer? Wait, wah. In an attempt to bridge the gap, Summer diverted the conversation with a small gesture of kindness. He reached over the nightstand next to the bed and showed me a hairpin. Take it with you. I barely... me, real life Kiki, barely has any hair. But it's yours, isn't it? And isn't it a gift from one of your clubmates, too? So thank you for always coming to see me. Plus, what's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. But Summer, take it. With a hesitant nod, I accept the offering, my fingers trembling as I reach out to take the hairpin Summer offered. Oh, and this too. Delving beneath the bed sheets, Summer retrieved some lined paper and handed it to me. What's this? I did some fortune telling this morning, and the flowers told me something really important. That's not the sentence. They told me that I should write down my feelings and let you read them. It's a gift. Please read it after you leave. Can't I read it now?
No.
No, it's embarrassing. You can't. I'm reading it.
Jeez.
No. Cute. Look. He's so cute. Like he was overreacting after all. No. Summer isn't kind of person. He's too innocent and cute. And it's okay. After what I did to him, I got what I deserved. No. Okay, I'll read it when I get home. Promise? I squeezed Summer's hand and smiled. Promise. Summer giggled quietly, and his gaze dropping shyly to the floor, a soft smile playing at the corner of his lips. A few seconds of uncomfortable silence went by. It'll be fine staying here with Summer for a long time, just enjoying his company. I'm happy Summer doesn't want to talk about yesterday. It's better this way. Perhaps some things are better left unspoken. Then he let out another giggle.
You know, I don't need anyone else but you.
Summer moved his hand from mine and started placing it on my cheek. I recoiled instinctively, smart, but immediately apologized and moved to accept the touch.
The more I think about it, the more I understand. You and I are meant to be. We're fated soulmates.
After a giggle escaped his lips, Summer tilted his head and stroked my cheek up and down.
That's why I can't stop thinking about you. I want to spend every waking moment next to you.
His other hand reached to touch my shoulder.
I dream of you. Every night, I see your face, and it's the only thing that makes my dreams worth having.
His hand, cold as ice, reached out to touch my shoulder, sending shivers down my spine. Summer? His hands are freezing, colder than they should be. As I thought, yesterday was terrible on his health. The symptoms are returning.
I can't bear to be away from you for even a moment. It feels like an eternity.
Every article and piece I read on this said the same thing. I must reciprocate his feelings. That's the only way for him to get better. I no longer, but what, guys, lady, fuck. shit. You know what? I have to pee because I drink too much tea. You know what? That's a bit too much. That's too much. Too intense. We just had a thing. You need space. And your face is creepy. I love him, but not to that level. Love sometimes needs time to bloom. I can't say that out loud, someone will cry. Ah! I see. That must be why the symptoms have not ceased. Geeky? It's nothing. I love you, Summer. I love you. Day and night, I think about Summer. How unwell Summer is. How it's my fault. When I'm not talking about that or visiting him, I'm reading about his diagnosis. I have to love Summer just like he loves me. Otherwise, he could die. It's the soft soul, alone, struggling to be you. Coughing up his lungs with no cure in sight.
I'm so happy!
He wants me. An image. I can't live with that. Fuck. I observe as Summer took his hands away from me to adjust the arrangement of Hydrangea banquets, fingers tracing the delicate petals. I love your presents too. Sadly, it was getting late and it started to rain too. I had to go, lest the nurse came to kick me out again. Visiting hours are almost over. There was a fleeting moment of hesitation before Summer nodded, accepting the reality of the situation. You're okay. I'll see you tomorrow. You'll come tomorrow, right? And every day until I get better? Of course. And if you don't come, I'll be... You fucker. No, don't get sicker, please. I'll come. I'll absolutely come. Don't get sad. Summer only has me.
Okay.
I believe you. Summer leaned his head on my shoulder. A contented sigh escaped his lips. And he looked up at me, his eyes glittering.
Try not to mess up this time, sweetie.
Summer's expectations were a heavy, suffocating blanket. I won't. Visiting hours are over. Hey, Keith, did you hear me? Huh? Yeah, I'm leaving. We have a thingy to read, right? I exited the hospital alongside the other visitors and staff. The afternoon sky stretched overhead and fading remnants of daylight sunlight casting a golden glow. A sudden sharp realization gripped me, freezing me in my tracks. I stood there, the bustling noise of surroundings morphing into a distant hum. I fumbled through my pockets, rifling through the contents of my bag. I looked everywhere, but it was not there. I forgot to take Summer's letter with me. The letter he specifically wrote for me, while sick, that he took out the time to write for me. The sense of dread clawed at my chest. Summer will be mad. Summer will be upset at me. Summer will... I can't breathe. Someone will cry and sob and say it's my fault because it is my fault. It will be my fault he's sick. Well, I do. I can't go back to his room. Even if I did, he could get mad because I forgot it, and that means I don't care enough for him. Everything was alright when I left, but tomorrow it would be awful again. Ha ha ha. Ay ay. The surroundings blurred. Couldn't hear anything other than my heartbeat quickening with each spiraling thought. Everything that seemed alright moments ago felt like a prelude to impending disaster. Tears welled up in my eyes, blurring my vision. A torrent of racing thoughts surged through my head. I deserve it for messing up again. Why can't I do anything right? So useless. Every inhale felt inadequate. We are having a full-on panic attack. There's no air. We're outside, but there's no more air for me. I can't breathe. The weight of my chest intensified with a vice-like pressure that made it impossible to drain a full breath. Drain? Draw. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. It's suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Aren't you just everywhere? What's wrong? What did Summer do? Lucky emerged into focus, but I can't breathe. Leave me alone. I can't hear them. Deep breaths you're having. Don't need you. I snapped. I can't breathe. It's only Summer and I. Nobody else can help him. Hey, wait. I'm terrified of seeing Summer tomorrow. I have to. We are fucked. Oh. One day, in the fading light of the afternoon, Lucky, Summer, and I decided to spend some time goofing off after school. We were eating some snacks Lucky had bought from a vending machine. It's where the three of us could be together this late in the day. Summer was plenty busy with his club activities most of the week. Lucky mentioned something about him wanting to spend more time with me, but at the time I thought they were kidding. Why ducks, though?
Stop it.
Can we not? Lucky's cheeks flushed with embarrassment. And they shot a pleading glance at Summer, who laughed timidly. While Lucky and I had created a friendship where I could tease them and be jabbed back with no hard feelings, Summer was still slowly coming out of his shell. I know why. He had something of a need to be accepted into any group, I noticed. I want to know. Always wanting that sense of belonging. It started out as a joke. Our dad gifted Lucky a plastic duck as a gag, and it just snowballed from there. Summer, shush. I can't use the bathtub anymore. It's plastic ducks all over. All over? Floating around, going quack, 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 quack. Urgh! The scene played in my mind. An unsuspecting Summer just wanted to relax with the bath, only to find that a comical amount of plastic ducks had taken over the bathroom. Don't laugh at me! Managed to gasp between fists of laughter, motioning at Lucky. Why do you have so many ducks, buddy?
Yeah.
It's a hobby. Everyone has one. Summer has his pianos. Do you have an annoying the heck out of me? Oops. In my amusement, I left so hard that I accidentally dropped my food. In a futile attempt to salvage the situation, I reached out, but instead of presenting a mess, my actions directed the trajectory straight onto Summer, creating a sauce of saucy stains on his uniform.
Huh?
Ah! Oh god, I'm so sorry. Summer said it was alright, but the sauce-stained clothes told a different story.
Oh.
It's okay, I'll go to the bathroom and clean up. I really didn't mean for that to happen. I'm so sorry. It wasn't bad as it is now, but I've always been sensitive to guilt, for a lack of a better word. Felt tremendously guilty for ruining Summer's uniform that day.
Okay.
It's alright. As Summer rushed to clean off himself, Lucky helped me collect the remnants of the food off the fallen floor. As I bent down to tidy the mess, a subtle yet melancholic smile graced Lucky's features, catching me off guard.
Yeah.
Summer is like this now, but before he protected me. Sorry, what? I was the one who needed help. Lucky's sudden expression of vulnerability caught me off guard. So much so, I questioned if I was hearing things. What do you mean? Lucky remained silent, her gaze fixed on the floor. I felt as if I repeated my question, I would hurt them. If I hurt others, then I feel horrible. I don't want to be bad, I don't want to hurt anyone. Last thing I wanted was inflict pain on Lucky or anyone else for that matter. I'm back! Summer returned not long after, breaking the heavy silence that had settled over us.
Nice.
Do you use water and soap? Lucky returned to their usual calm persona the moment their twin entered the room. Of course I did. Lucky and Summer were changing, slowly but noticeably. We all change. We're young and still building our identities. I understand that. But until what point do we change significantly something or... Are you not listening to me? I am. He changed. Summer keeps changing every single day here.
I see.
I matter this little to you. You'd rather think about other people rather than hang out with me. Words that cut deep into my soul, the exact ones I'm afraid of hearing. No, you know I love you. You're the only one for me. I'm at a loss for how to comfort Summer. Nothing I do is enough. Nothing I do is right. As the days go by, I feel that, like, I can't do or say anything without first asking Summer if I should. Even things completely unrelated to him. I'm just going to turn my phone off.
What?
His tone growing increasingly agitated. I can see it coming. So we can talk in peace. Who's messaging you? No one? I have to tiptoe around Summer, constantly second-guessing myself and seeking his approval. I should know when to speak and when to keep my mouth shut. Wrong answer. Stupid, dumb, selfish.
No.
Who's messaging you? The uncommon sound of Summer raising his voice to scream was quickly becoming an everyday noise. Just some friends. I'm not responding, I swear. Show me. Summer, I swear You don't love me anymore, is that it? You don't love me? You found someone much better than me to chat with, and now you're going to leave me alone in this bed you put me in? You're so evil. You're so evil. This has nothing to do with that. Why are you so suspicious of me? How can you claim to love me if you don't trust me at all? I can't ask those questions. It'll only make them matter. Ugh. Just let the fucker die. I relented, my voice barely a whisper. I just want everything to go back to how it was. Turning my phone off was an attempt to carve out a semblance of control, but I couldn't do that without his permission. So in the end, I have no control at all. Summer briefly glanced through my messages. Each passing second felt like an eternity. I shouldn't argue anymore. There's no point. Where should I spend my lunchtime? I don't know. Not like it matters. Every single day is the same. Let's go to the rooftop. The rooftop is at least pretty. The air was thick with the acrid scent of smoke. Know what I'm doing here. Lucky was taking a smoke by the corner of the rooftop away from someone else. The gritty texture of the cinder walls pressed against my back as I leaned my head against them, sitting by Lucky's side. The wisps of smoke curled upward from the tip of the cigarette, which then dissipated into the darkness. I had never stopped to look at Lucky like this before. The way they smoke, why do they do it? The sound away from us seemed even further away. I could hear only the sound of our quick breathing and the occasional flicker of the lighter as Lucky played with it. Time seemed to stretch indefinitely. Finally, as the last trace of smoke dissipated, Lucky broke the silence.
You know where the term gaslighting came from?
Lucky asked, their gaze fixed on the writing.
It's a term that dates back to a play. You know, Gaslight by Patrick Hamilton.
I listened to Lucky, but their words sounded far away, hazy, distant.
The manipulator dims the gaslights in the house, but when confronted, they deny any change, making the victim question their own perception of reality.
It's a tactic, a form of psychological manipulation designed to make someone doubt their own sanity. With a heavy sigh, Lucky lowered themselves to sit next to me. Their voice was quiet, almost gentle. People can be adept at gaslighting without even realizing it. I've been irritated lately a lot. I'm sick of Lucky's implications and talking around the subject. Summer is not gaslighting or manipulating me. We love each other. We fight sometimes, but we always make up. It's burdensome. I'm tired. I'm always tired.
I'm worried.
I know, I've been hearing you talk about it for days. You always make up. You always reconcile and pretend like nothing happened. I shifted uncomfortably against the rooftop's gritty surface, my gaze fixed on the floor.
Listen.
Kiki, that's the third stage of the cycle of abuse. Lucky's response was measured, almost detached, as if they were observing the situation from a distance. Perhaps that's why they refuse to see Summer. Easier to watch than partake. Lucky keeps using the word abuse, manipulate, gaslight, as if they're accurate to Summer and I. They're not. It's not what's going on at all. It's not that simple. Summer is sick. The knot tightens in my stomach. Things just get heated, and then we find a way to make things right again. Lucky regarded me with a steady gaze, their eyes boring into mine with an intensity that made me squirm. But does it really make things right, or does it just create a temporary calm before the storm returns? Look, the cycle goes tension, incident, reconciliation, and calm. I shook my head, unwilling to let Lucky pull me into their made-up story. We are Denial City. Don't explain it, I don't need it. I moved to get up. As I pushed myself forward, my muscles protest with aching stiffness. The gritty texture of the rooftop surface scraped against my palms and the palms of my hand. Leave me alone. I turned away from Lucky. I don't want to hear it. I just want everything to go back to how it was before. And it will. Summer just needs to get better. It will. I'll be here tomorrow, too, you know. Whatever. I lost track of time. I go to see Summer with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Summer cries and screams at me because I did something wrong again. I apologize and apologize and apologize until I can't breathe. Lucky tries to convince me to eat. I'm not hungry. Go away. Summer gives me another gift. We're good now. Things will go back. We love each other. Wait. Summer is puking up hydrangeas and we're buying him hydrangeas? That's messed up. Not that what Summer's doing isn't messed up, but that's also messed up. Next day I go to see Summer with a bouquet of hydrangeas. Did something wrong, I apologize. Lucky speaks about past. I yearn for it. I tell them about a nightmare I had where Summer dies in my arms and it's too late to call for help. I yearn for it. Go away. Summer gives a gift. We're good now. Things are back to normal. We love each other. Health worsens. Sorry. Lucky tells me they can't do this anymore. Me either, me either. There's the phase of reconciliation, you know. They try to make amends, apologize, promise to change, or gestures like giving presents. Go away. Cycle repeating. How much class have we missed? Think of running off. Somewhere far, far away. A place where Summer doesn't exist. Nobody knows me there. For that moment, I'm happy. Because I had such an awful selfish thought yesterday, he coughed off petals and cried. I'm at fault. Lucky. It's not here. It's no surprise. Coming here every day for me. I'm not worth it. I can't do anything right. Useless, useless, useless. Oh! Next day, my legs took me to the East Wing floor's hallway once more. Everything I did was on autopilot.
Ew.
I was not planning on talking to Lucy. I was not planning on talking to anyone except Summer. I wanted to be left alone. Can we talk? But Lucky has been good to me. They've heard me out day after day. Even when I yelled at them to go away, I pushed them away over and over. For some reason they stay. For some reason they haven't given up on me like everyone else has. Sure, we can talk. Yesterday, you told me about the nightmare you had. Oh, that was yesterday? It feels like a month ago. A month feels like a week ago. I don't know where I am in time.
I'm worried.
You're scared that Summer will die because of you. That's why you're driving yourself sick. Yeah, but I'm fine. I'm okay. I assume you've read about the treatments for the disease? That's all I do when I'm not here.
Oh.
Didn't you know about the surgeries and the transplants, how they've been successful? Patients with Summer's disease have gone through successful lung surgeries. It's true, I've read about it. And I've read about it, and I've read about it some more. The risks are too big. What if they don't work? If something goes wrong, Summer could die. Lung surgeries have so many risks. Infections, bleeding, air leaks, damage to the lungs, the blood vessels, the nerves, even the heart. If Summer dies, it'll be my fault because I made him sick. Not to mention post-operational complications. Some people don't ever wake up from anesthesia and... Lucky looked me deep in the eyes as I blabbed on.
Stop it.
I paused to breathe. They put a hand on my shoulder. Do you really believe that, or is that what Summer told you? If it were you from 3 months ago, would you believe the things you were saying? I don't know. Kind of person I was 3 months ago? 6 months ago? A year? Summer and the disease and how to make it better are the only things in my mind all day, every single day. I don't know. The Kiki I was friends with would ask Summer to get the surgery.
Listen.
Because you always want the best for your friends. That's the kind of person you are. How did you forget that? Lucky's words are like a slap in the face. Your relationship with Summer is bringing out the worst from you both. Watched you become lethargic, anxious, depressed.
You isolated yourself from everyone who loves you. You stopped doing the things you enjoy. Please, think about it. A healthy relationship would not do this to you.
I let Lucky's words sink in. A healthy relationship. I know what that's supposed to be like. My parents have one. My friends too. I've seen them in books, movies, cartoons, and know what it is. It's because speechless, I try to find a way to explain myself. But Lucky stopped me, shaking their head, as if they know what's going through my mind. So when have I become this anxious? Doubting every little thing, thinking of what ifs, and despairing over them. There's a few articles I'd like you to read. I'll send them to you. Take a look. I can't. What? Summer has my phone. The moment the words left my mouth, I noticed something was supposed to be obvious.
Oh?
What? Why? My response was quiet, barely hearable. The realization embarrassed me. Because Summer needs to check my messages to see if I'm cheating on him. Something so simple. Summer has my phone. My freaking phone. I watched a movie where the exact same thing happened, and I've laughed or gotten frustrated at the character that let it happen. I've read books where the love-struck protagonists stay with partners who steal their phones or constantly accuse them of cheating. It's me. It's so obviously. Obvious. So stupid. Check the links I've sent you when you get home then. And I have some books you can borrow as well. Do you want them? I'm the idiot protagonist who can't see the truth right before them. The hell am I doing? Seriously, how did I let Summer do this? It's not normal. It's not something you do to a partner. Thank you, Lucky. You've helped me already. So you're going home and resting and having a decent meal? No. There's something else I need to do first. I'm angry at myself for being so blind, and at Summer for doing this to me. Kiki? I'll go rest, I promise. Sorry, Lucky, it's my turn to lie. Alright. Tell me send me an email or something when you get home. Of course. My myriad of memories return to me then. I'm headed to room 402. Break up? Yes, I'm sorry, Summer, but I don't think this will work out.
Huh?
But why?
No.
My father said we're meant to be. This can't be true. No. I had seen the signs slowly pop up as we spent time together. For now, I'd like to take a break from romantic relationships with you.
No.
A break? You know that's not a thing. At first, Summer was sweet, kind, funny. It'd been fun with him. We can still be friends. I don't want to lose the bond we have. But dating Summer was not what I expected it to be. It was his cuteness that I was attracted to, his kind, sweet personality, but I didn't really know him, I noticed, not nearly as much as I knew Lucky. Frankly, being with Summer was becoming a chore, an exhausting one. It was becoming too much for me to handle. I found myself no longer looking forward to talking or being near him as sweethearts. Planning dates or going out on my way to walk him home was not something I enjoyed anymore. How could you? The attraction I had toward him was superficial. By talking with Lucy about it, I realized that what I wanted was for the three of us to go back to how we were before. Summer listened to me. I thought, if we hit pause on what was going on between us, we could take some time to rethink what we wanted. I just want to be my friend back. Then it happened. Summer, what's going on? Are you okay? Summer began coughing aggressively. Strange things I couldn't take a good look at left his mouth as he behaved. Didn't understand back then what it meant. The disease, its symptoms, the cause. Certainly that day what Summer understood was that I didn't love him anymore. That's how we ended up here. That's how I lost sight of what's important to me. Pushing the door open, I entered Summer's hospital room. You're back! Not wasting a single moment more, I knew what I had to say now. We need to talk. Summer's eyes met mine. A mixture of surprise and curiosity flickered across in their gaze.
What?
Talk? About what? I took a deep breath. About us, our relationship.
No.
Again with this? If I let him, he won't let me get a word in. It's not working, Summer. We can't keep pretending everything is okay. Summer shifted uncomfortably in the bed, shaking his head. You
want me to die? You know you're killing me if you do this!
I looked it up, Summer. There are some treatments that you could take part of. They're experimental, but they have good results. There are people with your illness who are living full lives and don't have to stay in hospitals. There's surgery, too, for the lungs. It's experimental, but it works. Even if we break up or something happens to me, you don't have to die. No. Summer coughed again and again with a gasp, but he managed to speak. How could you say that?
Liar! You want me to suffer, don't you? All this time, you secretly hated me, haven't you? You want me to die! You do!
If I remember being wanted me to scream, no, that's not it at all. But I recalled the articles I read and what Lucky taught me. It doesn't matter what I say, he's just gonna twist it and find another way to make it out to be the bad guy. I don't want you to die, Summer. I want you to be okay. But I need to be okay too, and I'm not. Don't you see, I haven't been sleeping, talking to my friends, or eating well. Someone reached over to one of the nightstands. I clenched my fists and gritted my teeth in frustration. We're not over. We're not breaking up. My words mean nothing to him, don't they? That's not only your decision too, Summer.
We're not breaking up. We're not.
Where did they get a knife? Or is that a butter knife? I gasped at the sight before me.
Take it back, or I'll die.
Summer held a small knife to his neck.
Right here. Right now.
Summer, please. Guilt. Panic.
You're so mean to me. Calling me all those things, making up lies about me. You've made me so sad. I want to die. I want to die so badly.
You
put me in the hospital. You made me so sick. I can't get out of bed. I can't breathe. I can't play the piano. I'm stuck to this room. I have no one else but you. If anything, you're the abusive one. You're the one who ruined my life.
What is this? I'm the bad guy? 'Cause I made Summer go this far? Made him up the knife, make him stop? How? Oh god. If Summer dies because of me, I won't know what to do with myself. Being responsible for someone's death is something No, I don't want to say that. I don't know what else to say. I don't know anything. I can't think of anything. Just please drop the knife, okay? Give it to me. What am I without Summer? What kind of person was I before we started dating?
You said you want to break up! If you love me, then say sorry! Apologize for saying I'm evil! For saying I'm the villain! That is my fault you're unwell!
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. Just want Summer to drop the knife. Just want this to be over. Sorry for lying and for implying.
You said I'm evil!
Sorry for saying you're evil. Please forgive me. I don't want you to die. Words are as heavy as air, as meaningful as a passing wind. Don't die. Please, please, please. Summer eventually gave me the knife. By the time he calmed down, we were both sobbing. My head hurt. My eyes ached. I'm a terrible person. From that day on, Summer continued to be better than worse than better. There seemed to be no end to it. Over and over the cycle started up again. In my head, I knew it was wrong. I knew that Lucky had a point. I know that this isn't a healthy relationship, but whoever I showed my doubts, Summer would do it again. And again and again and again. We start from scratch the next day and then continue where we left off. If I don't let him back, he'll die. Not from the disease. Whoops.
Loves me not. Loves me! Wow, that's 6 times in a row! We really are fated soulmates. We'll never ever be apart. Right, sweetie? Did you not hear me? Say that you love me. Say it. Say it!
Right. What day is it? When was the last time I spoke to anyone else? I don't know.
Say it. I love you. I love you. Say it. Or I could die. Do you want that to happen?
No.
Yay! I'm so happy. I love you too.
Lucky. They might have given up on me. But it's okay. Oh! I opened a poem. I've given up on myself too. I got ending 2! I hate it! If you want to get your own ending, or see the actual ending, which you have to get ending 3, I think? Play it for yourself. It's free on itch.io and Steam. And if you click the hover text, you get little poems. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh. Bye.